Hey everybody, this is Larry, this is me going with Q2 of the weekly contest 361, minimum operations to make a special number. Hope you spent some time to mix your special someone a special number. I don't know why I said that. Dad jokes all along. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord, especially if you want to hear more silly dad jokes. Anyway, for this problem, there are actually two main ways to do it. The way that I did it, to be honest, I did it in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Is because I didn't want to think about it, and the way that I didn't think about it was with dynamic programming. I'm gonna go over that really quickly because apparently there's a more straightforward solution that I just never thought about, or during the contest I didn't think about. But we'll go over it very quickly. The idea here is, and this is probably a little bit solution that's a little bit too intense for Q2, but that's what I did during the contest. So yeah, the idea here is that for every digit, we could either keep it or we don't keep it, right? So yeah, let's say we have this digit, or this number rather, right? We can either choose, okay, so let's say we're currently at here, we can either choose to keep it, so then now we have 2, and then we shift, and then we have a 9, we could choose to keep it or not keep it. We keep it, it's 29, and we don't keep it, it's still a 2 because we didn't keep it, right? And of course, because another way, one of the mod property is that A times B, or yeah, A mod some M times B mod M is also equal to A times B mod M, or something like this. So because of this, we can actually just pre-mod it so that we don't get into trouble with the states. And that's basically the idea. I'm not going to dwell on this one. Basically here, this is keeping the digit. If we keep, we have to shift and add and mod. Otherwise, we skip, and then we pay the cost of 1 because we skip 1 character, or we use 1 operation to delete the current the current index. So that's basically the idea. What's the complexity really quickly? The index goes from 0 to n. Current can only go from 0 to 25 or 24 inclusive, because we always do a mod. So because of mod, it's always going to be between 0 to 24. So that's the number of inputs. For each input, we do all of 1 operations, right? We do two cores and stuff like this. So we only do 2 operations. So this is going to be O of n times 24, or let's go at k for the mod variable. So then this is going to be time, and of course O of m times k space. The way that I did it anyway. Of course, I'm using cache here as opposed to my regular videos because this is the contest code. And again, I did this in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So yeah. One thing to know about this one is that you can actually notice that you're only always looking at index plus 1. So you can do, you could rewrite this as bottoms up and then do a space optimization. And if you do a space optimization, you can actually do this down to O of k space. I'm not going to go over that right now. There is a similar solution. This is a Q2 apparently, but this will work for any k that is reasonable, right? I mean, or rather, this will be your complexity. So it's up to you to decide whether n times k is fast enough. So if k is huge, then it is what it is. But one thing to note apparently is that for this problem, k is not a variable. K is a constant, and that constant is 25. What does that mean? Well, let's kind of change this really slightly, right? Let's say k is not 25, k is 2. What does that mean? Well, if k is 2, then you're basically trying to say minimum operations to remove to make it a even number, right? Well, that means that if you have an odd number at the end, you have to remove the last digit because there's no other way to get an odd digit, or to get an even digit at the end. So you keep on removing the last digits if it's odd, and that's the minimal, because you could always remove more, but that when you get an even digit, you're done, and that's Gucci, right? So that's for a even number. Another way that you can visualize it is if k is equal to 10. Let's say we wanted to check if a number is divisible by 10. How do you do it? Well, the last digit has to be 0, right? I mean, I believe in you. I don't have to explain that much. So if the last digit have to be 0, you do the same logic, right? If the last digit is not 0, you just delete digits. So it turns out 25 is also something similar in base 10, right? 25, there are only 4 endings in base 10, or in base 10, which is 0, 0, with, there's some special cases on leading zeros, but sure. 25, 50, and 75. So then the same idea is that you just kind of remove digits at the end until you hit one of these. Like I said, there's some special cases because, for example, if you have 0, then you only have 1 digit and stuff like that. So you have to be really, you have to be a little bit careful. But otherwise, this is the logic. And that's all I have for this one. Yeah. And here, I mean, you use a data efficient a data structure that is efficient with respect to shifting at the end, like a stack or something, then this will be pretty fast. So yeah, that's what I have, and that'll be linear time, of course. Or yeah, well, I mean linear time because you have to read into input, or you have to reread into input. So I guess it doesn't have to be linear time technically, but it turns out to be linear because you have to like get the length of the string or something like this anyway, right? So I guess technically maybe not, but in any case, at the worst case, it's still gonna be linear time. It could be output sensitive if you're careful. Let's put it that way. Cool. That's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think, and you can watch me solve it live during the contest now. Number stuff. I knew I needed to do it, but then I just forgot. Q1. Well, off to a good start. Let's at least finish strong. I didn't even read the poem. Okay. What's the special? Oh, divide by 25. Why am I so slow? Okay. Oh, silly Larry. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this contest. Yeah, stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.